Hello and welcome to this video. I'm just going to show you a couple of the important parts and processes of editing my road reel submission. So to start with, obviously making sure that transferring and organising the footage to start with was done efficiently and neatly. So if I just open up my So we've got audio and here my video files. So if I open up that, I've got filming day 1, filming day 2, filming day 3. They were all done on the same day, but when taking them off the card and putting them onto my hard drive, I wanted to know the order in which they were filmed. So in there we've got all the shots that I would have done on that first transfer, second transfer, third transfer, so hence the 1, 2, 3. And note that they are all the raw files. Now, I then made imported them into this media section, brought all the files that I wanted into the media pool so that I could then view them or put them on the timeline, rough cut them slightly, and then go into the deliver section so that I could then make a proxy file, tick individual source clips and use the source file name so that when I relink them, the edits are going to stay the same and I don't have to relink anything. It's just all links itself, so that saves time. And then once I've done that, I can go back to take all of the files off of the timeline, get rid of all of my files within here, the ones that I've chosen, replace them with the proxy files, and they should then be situated on the timeline. Working with proxy files makes it so much easier when playing it back, because then it doesn't lag as much or at all. So when I've got the rough cut down, that's when I can start adjusting each clip, because I can watch the playback, the preview up here in basically in real time, so it doesn't keep jumping. I do think that watching all the clips that you need is important, because it helps you to decide whether the timing is right and if the cut is right, if it's too long, if the clip's too short, if it cuts off when I don't need it to. Re-watching the clip, delivering it out, making test exports, which when watched, you get a better sense of the speed of it and stuff. That's what really helps me when I come to editing, and that's what makes it enjoyable. I think you get to see the process of what's happening. I do like editing within DaVinci. I think it's very basic, but it does what you need. And over here there is obviously titles, so you can get a normal text that's centralised. You can have one that scrolls, so you have to do that. Obviously, lower third, middle lower third, right lower third for anything. But for titles, I tend to go for the central one. Obviously, you've got your colour grading in here as well, so you've not got to take it in and out of different bits of software. So it's good for me this time for my titles. Here they are, if I can get it there. Here are my titles. They were created within this DaVinci software, which is another handy thing to do it all in the same software. So basically the aim of my title wasn't to be extreme. I guess if it was over ambitious, it may build up the expectations of the viewer. So if I was to use like 3D, or because my film was about a gunshot through the title, I reckon it builds it up. And it's important for the viewer to be able to read the title. So going for a fancy font wouldn't have been good. And as the name that I chose being unnoteworthy, I chose a boring font, coloured it grey in an attempt to make it so unnoteworthy that it becomes noteworthy. Hence the fading in of the as you can see just there. It's a first for me to actually take notice, pay specific attention to titles and the style in one of my films, so it was nice to get to play about with that. And the fact that the name of the font is, let's just look, it's Prestige Elite. And the killer, well, I say the shooter in this, is obviously Prestige and Elite at their job. So I thought it matched pretty well in more ways than one. So as you can see here, this is my finished edit. Obviously you had to put in the Miro Real title card, which has to last for 3 seconds of minimum. Put in my titles. It's all under 3 minutes, and it's over the minimum of 60 seconds, which is just about here. So I'm doing quite well on that editing, on the editing front. A couple of things that could have been different are, at the minute, this shot, which is out of focus, and it should have been focused, you know, on the hand putting the lettuce down before it was then pulled to focus. That's the only part in the edit that really sticks out. Everything else I had to watch over and over to cut down the specifics. So make one shorter, make ones longer. And as you can see, I've got quite a bit of time to play with. Let's find that 3 minute mark. Can you type it in there? So yeah, I have this amount of space to play with. So if I did want to make anything longer, I could have, but I'm quite happy with this edit. as it is. So that's my edit.